Hi Gemini, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher! You could be dealing with a Gemini. The message could be for you, so feel free to take it however resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind that these are general and timeless readings. If you're wanting to book a one-on-one, my website information is down below in the description box. Just go ahead and subscribe your email there. That way you'll always get an email notification every time my availability opens up. You can also follow me over on Instagram. That information is also down below. I post more stuff on quantum physics and crazy things that I play around with there. Plus we do fun lives occasionally when I am in the mood. And just know occasionally I get scammers. Sometimes they pop up. And just know all my links only down below in the description box. The only place you can access my services is through my website. So just know that I will never DM you for readings, money, donations of any kind. If anything pops up that looks suspicious, please know I only have one Instagram account. I don't have two. If you get a follow request from me, it's probably bogus. Please report and block. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you've supported the channel. Let's dive in. You have, wow. Okay. So the good thing is we have the finality card. That's the 10 of Swords, which is not very enjoyable. You could have had something recently come up. And the good thing I would say is that you have a huge, this is totally you. King of Swords. Something is going to become very clear to you. You know what I mean? And it's about some type of devil energy that you've been dealing with. I have no idea how that applies to your life. It could be in business, it could be in your family, it could be a friendship, it could be a romantic relationship. It's going to be different for all of you, but you definitely got another person. It could be a King of Pentacles, but I'm seeing that you're ending a situation. Some of you guys, it could be connected to business, maybe finances. Wow, you have 2 8s surrounding this. So 8 could be significant to you guys, but you have, hopefully you can see these. You have the 8, this is the 8 of Pentacles, so it's discipline, and then the 8 of Wands, which is swiftness. Okay. Wow, all right. Well, that's actually what, let's switch these around. So some of you guys, it could be your father or someone that kind of represents a father to you. For some of you guys, you could have been going toward a specific energy, like thinking that there was going to be an opportunity there, but it could have been draining you and you didn't realize it. There's kind of like the final onslaught of this, or the ending to maybe a relationship or a situation. That's why I was saying for some of you guys, there could have been a financial connection to this energy, but I'm seeing here, now you're creating something. You might be buckling down and working really hard on something because you could have seen, like, maybe you kept coming into this. Some of you guys, it could have been multiple, but you're ending a situation with a particular person. There's going to be a lot of swift movement. That's why I'm almost seeing, like, this discipline that you have, or this hard work that you're putting into something, everything is going to move kind of quickly. Okay, it could be messages that come in. You had some type of codependency here with a person, because you could have been dealing with a trickster or a manipulative energy and not realizing that it was draining you. Oh, you have the Father of Horns. What's the Father of Horns? I think this is the Wands, maybe. Yeah, because the arrows is swords. Sorry, guys. Because you have the Father of Horns on the bottom. Let's dive in. This is interesting. Sorry, wow, I went to a different world right there. Sorry. Wow. Ten of Swords is literally coming out again. It is twice. Wow. I don't know if you guys have been through 2 endings, but holy cow. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. You might be on your own, but you're happier that way. Like, so, especially after you're dealing with that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, there's this whole thing, the 7 and 8 of Pentacles. You have the Emperor and the 7 of Pentacles. I feel like being on your own, you're back in your power. Okay. This might be something that you're experiencing, but some of you guys also might have influence of like your father or a father-like figure or business owner somewhere around you. Oh my gosh, you have the Ace of Cups. Okay, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, you have the Moon card as well. This is so cool. Okay, so... Okay, it keeps getting better and better. You have the Star card on the bottom. All right. I'm liking this. Okay, Gem. There's a person somewhere in your reality, and this could have been playing out like really interestingly, because I'm getting a titch of rebelliousness every time the Star card comes out, and it's anything bordering along the line of Aquarius energy. There could have been something here about a particular energy that cared about your well-being, but you've also had a lot of challenges with this Emperor, like maybe some painful and things for some of you. If this is your father, that could be the case. Like, this is just talking about, like, so there's a person here that's trying to kind of like be patient with you and patiently waiting for you to learn some type of a lesson, because I'm seeing here that you could have like gone toward a particular energy because it was maybe very enticing to you, because the Devil card usually is, always is. The Devil card is like, it's the thing that pulls at you, and it like, for some of you guys, if this is sexual, like, you have to think about it in a chemical way. If you're in pain and you're not really applying self-care, then the way that your body looks for relief is like, you literally have chemicals released that cure depression. When you touch another person, there's chemicals that released. I do feel like there was like an energy about you, Gem, that was appearing to be vulnerable in some capacity, and it made you hook up with and connect with some type of codependent connection. And now it's like things have gotten really out of control. Like, you keep coming to a certain pattern or process, and it's very painful every time you come to it. And if you don't separate yourself properly from this energy, you get pulled back into an illusion, and it repeats with this particular energy. So that's why I'm seeing there's an Emperor here that like could be could have already gone through that process, and they are like maybe trying to influence or show the way, but you're very rebellious. Like, which is kind of cracking me up, because I'm getting here that that could have been the initial thing. Like, there could have been an energy that came in that was trying to say, like, don't go towards this, and trying to show you that is not a good idea, it's gonna hurt you, but you did it anyway. Okay, I feel like now you've learned this lesson. It could have been multiple times, and it's almost turned into enabling now at this point. So eventually what will happen with this Emperor, and what could happen for you, Gem, is you will, if you get pulled into your shadow in a certain capacity, it'll be when you're on your own and you can see something play out, because sometimes it can be challenging to understand as humans, like, what we're doing wrong or when we're in our shadow. And I'm getting like, for some of you guys, a sense of entitlement because someone could have just raised you in some form of unfortunate circumstances, but that also could be that you're not in enough gratitude. Anyway, it's bordering on both. There's like trauma and gratitude in everything in life, I swear. So, what it was showing me is there's a person that still like might have a soft spot for you. It could even border along the lines of like enabling. And trust me, when you learn that lesson, like um it could have been that a part of being connected with this devil energy is that you can sometimes turn the wrong person into the perpetrator, because that's a part of like the cognitive dissonance, because you've got a person who provides you so much emotional fulfillment, but then there's a lot of shadow scariness on the opposite side of that. So that's why it's so extreme. Okay, that's what I'm getting, like, is somehow playing out in this connection. And there's a certain amount of pride, which is kind of cracking me up, that you might be trying to preserve, um or prideful about like admitting this wasn't really good for you. You know what I mean? That might not be for all of you, but I'm getting like there's a little bit, this emperor is stubborn. Okay? And that's why I feel like when it comes to your entanglement with a particular person, it's like the one thing I'm going to caution you about is that there's a new energy that's calling forward towards you, but this is going to feel very different because the Ace of Cups is like an emotional rebirth. It's a new feeling that you've never felt before, and it's very different than the Devil. This does bring emotional fulfillment, but it's like a different chemical release, you know? And there's a bond that's being formulated over here that's very different, that you've never experienced before. This is like a drug. Okay, this is like I always say this, I just did this in the Aquarius reading, which is fascinating. This is your kryptonite. This is your crypto freaking night. Okay, it's like, and you've got some rigidity or stubbornness, maybe because you're like, the egotistical side of you or the shadow side of you could be trying to prove a point, or that's why I was talking about the pride. Um, yeah. So just keep that in mind, because that could be the thing that's preventing you from going towards something like really beautiful and fulfilling over here, because there's something calling you. This happens constantly in this reality. You have an energy that, like an elevated something that continues to call to you, and you can see these different realities even play out holographically in certain human interactions that you have. There's an energy that can come into your life that's like helping you to see that there's a different way of living, or there's a different path that you could take that would be very emotionally fulfilling. It'll feel different than this, but you've already been through this process. You've been there, done that. So it's like, now time, let it go, you know? Because it's really only something that you're doing to yourself, that you're keeping yourself from something much more fulfilling over here. It'll take work and effort because something here is going to grow, but you'll be very satisfied for it. And I'm feeling there's going to be a lot of forward movement with the swiftness. So let me dive into the extended gem. I'll see whatever else wants to come out. If you want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link. I'll see you over there. But Gem, if this is where we leave things, I'm sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best, and I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.